get down. Fighting out of Quincy, Jeff Sullivan Sully. Fighting out of Weymouth, Mike Brooksy. And fighting out of the left corner, wearing a pink and blue Space Force t-shirt, Nick Stevens from Braintree. It is time for the South Shore Smackdown. This is brought to you by Advanced Screen Insulation, the premier insulation, fireproofing, and fireplace company in Massachusetts. Book your free consultation today at advancedscreeninsulation.com. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Indeed.
That was anticlimactic.
Okay, ready?
Let's get it on. Wait a minute. So remember, yell out your town name. I'll try my best to come up with a first. If it's wrong, it's wrong. We just move forward. First question, gentlemen. This South Shore...
Quincy. What is Dunkin' Donuts?
Amazingly correct.
Thank you very much.
That is the answer to every question. All right, we have a winner.
What is John Adams?
What is the Dunks by the Bergen Parkway?
That is the
What is
answer.
the Dunks by 93? The original
We're
Dunks.
supersizing.
All right. Here we go. This South Shore town
Fried rice.
was originally called
Massage parlor.
Weymouth.
Quincy.
Hypodermic needle.
Monster Tweaker Hummock. That is Quincy.
The South Shore town
Meth problem.
was originally called Matakeesit, which means place.
Weymouth, Braintree.
Quincy.
Hold it. I heard Weymouth first.
Braintree.
Was that your answer?
Yes.
You're incorrect. Someone can steal.
Quincy. It's Quincy.
Incorrect. Nick, I'll finish the question. I'll finish the question. Originally called Matakeesit, which means place of many fish. What is the town?
Oh my God, he's a moron.
Wait, hold on. He answered Braintree and you answered...
It's not Quincy.
Oh, Braintree. Weymouth. No, I didn't say Weymouth. I said Braintree because that's
You're
my
all
town.
right.
I have to
You're
use that as
all
my
right.
buzzer.
You're all wrong.
What is it?
Duxbury. Matakeesit is
wait a
Duxbury.
Oh, wait. Oh, we're going... Is Duxbury even the South Shore?
So the answers can be one of a town other than the three.
okay.
Of course, it's the South Shore, gentlemen.
Duxbury's
Three idiots walking
Duxbury's the South Shore. You're a
course
rock
it is.
star.
Little known fact, another Indian translation.
new vineyard vine, short?
Little known fact, another Indian translation, gentlemen, of Matakeesit is place of unwarranted cougar bikinis.
Maddie, if I knew it was Duxbury, I would have had my nanny answer that question for me.
Question number 2.
And by the way, in Weymouth, we call that the land that thinks a rotary is a roundabout. Get over yourselves. Stop being so adorable, Duxbury.
How dare you.
Duxbury.
I'll be taking 2 weeks in a beach shack on Duxbury in August.
Little known fact, Jerry, did you know that the cold water fountain at the high school in Duxbury? Pinot Grigio.
True. And they're separated
Oh,
by...
speaking of little known fact, you know
Go
little
for
known
it.
fact that
Did
Monster
you hear
Tweaker Comic in Quincy, as you enter Marina Bay, is actually the founding where Massachusetts got its name. Right there in beautiful 26.9 miles of coastline. Beautiful downtown Quincy.
Totally made out with a hit him, Stiz.
Great story.
Thank you.
Don't your rivers flow with soy sauce?
All right, gentlemen, I will remind you, Alex Trebek rules, please. Buzzers only.
Trebek.
We'll never get through this if you guys keep blabbing. Question number 2. The American president Calvin Coolidge had a summer home in what South Shore hamlet?
Quincy.
Quincy.
Hull.
Boom, we have someone on the board.
Oh!
Great
Hull,
story.
Jeff Sullivan. Little known fact, he had the place in Hull, but he kept his slaves in Weymouth. Many people don't know that.
Okay.
And he was the one who dubbed Hull the world's longest ashtray.
That is correct. That is
But
actually correct.
Nantasket Beach is now practically syringe-free.
Maddie,
Sully's in the lead.
I should have known that. I learned that when I saw that movie, 12 Years in Weymouth.
Oh, yeah, that's a...
Do you know how God actually got its name from Weymouth?
Is that correct? No one cares. All right, story number 3. Excuse me, question number 3.
That was pretty
Gentlemen, you're listening to our South Shore Smackdown, everybody. Jeff Sullivan from Quincy is in the lead. From Quincy is everything with 1. Mike Brooksy from Weymouth has no points. And Nick Stevens, no points. Boob Sweat is great, representing Braintree. Question number 3. If you were skulking around Gray's Beach in Kingston with a metal detector, you just might get a hit and pull out an Oscar. Because this Academy Award-winning actor
Weymouth.
is from there. Weymouth.
Steve Carell.
Incorrect.
Quincy.
Go ahead.
Ruth Gordon.
Incorrect, Nick. This Academy Award-winning actor is from there. Can you take a lifeline like that?
No. Can I steal?
Oh, yeah, Braintree.
Go ahead.
Chris Cooper.
That is correct. Nick is on the board, thanks to Georgie
All
K.
right, your lifeline is gone.
I used my lifeline.
Chris Cooper, of course, won the Academy Award. A little known fact, speaking of South Shore and acting, Nick's parents ran a dinner theater in Brockton, and it won the award for best parking lot to pick up a tranny in Brockton from 82 to 89. It's great.
You should have seen
Great fact.
his funny thing happened on the way to the forum. You know that funny thing?
Yeah.
He had sex with a man.
Oh, my God.
Great story.
All right, so Nick is on the board with 1. Braintree's on the board. Sully from Quincy is on the board with 1, and Mike Brooksy is trailing with 0. Here we
Hey,
go.
by the way, George, you're my lifeline.
Ah, well.
Yeah, what the hell?
He spent 5 minutes in Quincy. It was like, oh, I'd rather be in
Here we
Braintree.
go.
I think that was a movie.
Hey, Matt, did you see
And
that
he
story
sold
earlier?
that dime bag, and he was right back to Braintree.
See that story earlier today? Kawhi Leonard was traded from San Antonio to Toronto.
No.
Said there was one place he'd rather less play than Toronto.
Where's that, Nick?
Weymouth.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, question number 4. Feel like a donut, gentlemen? Then head to this South Shore.
Quincy.
What?
Okay,
That would be Dunkin' Donuts for 500.
that's incorrect.
Oh.
Because that's not the question. So, Quincy, you're eliminated. Feel like a donut? Then head to this South Shore hotspot where Dunkin' Donuts was founded.
Braintree.
Go ahead.
Quincy.
Correct. Nick's on the board with 2.
You should have just waited.
Should've just waited.
You jumped the gun.
Should have just waited. Nick's on the board with 2.
Due to sensitivity, I'll make no John based off what I just said.
All right, Brooksy, still 0, although he would have got that one right. That's part of the strategy, though. You never know what the question's going to
I'm
be.
still thrown off by this Duxbury enter and out contest.
Yeah, the Duxbury thing.
How is Duxbury not South Shore?
It's not
Get
the South
out.
Shore.
Is Duxbury South Shore, Jerry?
I'm afraid it is.
Thank you.
It's the Irish
Duxbury?
Riviera.
Exactly.
The
Marshfield.
South Shore is like
Marshfield?
8 towns.
Please.
Weymouth and Quincy. That's
No.
the South Shore.
Well, it's not the Cape, so what else would it be?
Plymouth South Shore, Duxbury South Shore, Marshfield South Shore, Hull, and everywhere. All right, here we go.
Matt, did you see that news story earlier today?
No, what was
They
it? Nick?
finally interviewed the Thai cave divers.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah, they talked to them about the entire ordeal. They said the conditions in the cave were awful.
But not as bad as where?
Quincy.
All right. Number 5. In the War of 1812, 2 youngins were able to stop the advancement of the British Navy upon the Situate shore. I'm sorry, let me start again. In the War of 1812, 2 youngins were able to stop the advancement of British Navy upon the Situate shore by doing
Quincy.
this.
Playing the drums.
Playing the drums is correct.
Thank you.
Wow.
We have a
Thank you,
tie.
Steve.
Weymouth challenge.
We have a tie. Oh,
Weymouth challenge. Whoa.
Playing the drums is correct. Little known fact, recently history almost repeated itself. As a drummer and his girlfriend, also on the Situate beach and also at night, were not able to stop the advancement of crabs.
You can still have crabs?
In Quincy they do. In Situate. All right, here we go.
Hey, Matt, did you see that news story earlier?
No, Nick, what was it?
Great story.
We have a tie, two all. Brooksy, you're going to need to get these last 2 here. All right, here we go. Question number 6. John Adams can claim to be from both these 2
Weymouth.
South
Weymouth.
Shore- Weymouth. I heard Weymouth first.
Braintree and Quincy.
You are on the board, Brooksy.
Wow.
That
Wait,
is
is that
correct.
Brooksy? You got 1 or 2 now?
He's got 1. So it's 2-2-1.
Yeah.
And actually, Weymouth's only second most celebrated citizen after George Young, the guy
That's
from
right.
the movie
Yeah,
Blow,
that's
played
right.
by Johnny Depp. So we've got a U.S. president, but more importantly, we've got the guy who invented the cocaine trade.
That's
Oh,
right, Jerry
wow.
Ford.
Weymouth is the only city in Massachusetts that does what that movie title is. It's at Maine Expo
Wow.
is what it does.
Little known fact, he used to have to travel through Quincy to get the coke to the pony room.
He can.
We got a minute left, gentlemen.
All right, he can claim to be from both South Shore cities because he was born on a farm in then Braintree, now Quincy. A little known fact, Nick. While John Adams can claim to be from Braintree and Quincy, no person in history has tried to claim they're from Weymouth.
Maddie, did you see the story earlier?
No, what was it? And finally, this is for the win, guys. It's 2-2-1. Brooksy, if you tie, we'll have a tiebreaker on the other side. The year is 1979. And in his annual summer family visit to Paragon Park on Nantasket Beach, a young Matty Blake is finally tall enough to lose his coaster virginity on the famous wooden roller coaster at Paragon Park named
Weymouth.
what?
Roller coaster was called the
Blake Virgin Buster.
Sorry, Weymouth, that is incorrect.
Oh, Braintree.
Go ahead.
What, It was white and had lots of ups and downs.
Yes, that's
It was
correct.
called the Stevens Family.
That's
Quincy.
incorrect. Yes.
Hi, Mom.
Was it the Cyclone?
It was the Thunderball.
Correct. It's incorrect.
The Nut Runner.
I will give you a multiple choice,
The
and we're gonna go in order of how you called it. All right. So you were first.
Oh,
It was either the Rocket, the Beach Banger, or the Giant Coaster. The Rocket, the Beach Banger, or the Giant Coaster.
it's Hull, so I'm going to go with the giant coaster. I'm going to say this. What are you going to name this giant coaster? Let's call it the giant coaster.
We have a three-way tie.
Yeah.
We'll have a tiebreaker on the other side. Here we go. Woo! I'm the smartest masshole. It is tie game right now, 2-2-2. Nick representing Braintree,
What's a tie game like? Mahjong?
Brooksy representing Weymouth, and Quincy representing.
It's a
Actually,
restaurant. It's
Sully
a restaurant on
representing
Hancock Street in North Quincy.
Pie Gow?
So here we go with the tiebreaker for the win. Whoever gets this right is going to win.
Okay.
This tiebreaker is brought to you by Stoneham Ford. Now hiring a full-time certified automotive technician, $7,500 signing bonus. Visit stonehamford.com for details or stop by to apply.
Maddie, text line checking in 617.
Yeah.
Is Mike Brooks hot?
Oh, yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I concur.
He's got the Jordan Spieth Under Armour on. He's looking good.
He looks like the Kool-Aid mid.
Kind of moves going on. But
And I even suck in on the radio.
Yeah, you do. What?
If he's.
How do you think Stiz got this job?
if
All
he-
right. Are you
That
guys
is-
ready for the tiebreaker? Nick, are we ready?
Oh, let's do it.
Where's our dramatic music?
Ask your producer.
Stiz, where's our dramatic tie-breaking music? You North Shore people, now are there North Shore versions of your, Facebook pages? Like, is there a...
Yes, Canada is everything.
all right. Perfect. For our
Guy's killing it
tiebreaker.
over here. Sully's on fire.
Here we go. Sully from Quincy has 2. Brooksy from Weymouth has 2. And Nick from Braintree has 2. For the win, gentlemen. This town's school district includes 13 schools, which puts it way above the state average. The school system serves around 8,000 students in
Quincy.
Go ahead, Quincy.
I know the answer, but I don't feel like ever leaving Quincy again, so I'm going to say Rehoboth.
Quincy, you are eliminated. Serves 8,000 students in 8 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, 2 high schools, and 1 preschool, making it one of the largest school systems in Massachusetts.
Weymouth.
Go ahead, Weymouth.
What is Quincy, Massachusetts?
You are also eliminated.
Sabotaged.
Nick Stevens. Yes. One of the largest school districts in Massachusetts is right on the South Shore.
Come on, Nick.
Braintree.
Name the town. Go ahead, Braintree.
Hingham.
That is also incorrect.
Nobody wants to pick up that.
So,
Yeah, you have to uneliminate all of us.
or I can give a hint.
Weymouth. Rockland.
All right. First one that gets it right, that's incorrect. I have another question. Let's go to another tiebreaker. Maybe you guys will know this one. If you don't know this one, we'll go back to another. The answer, by the way, is Plymouth.
What?
Plymouth.
Now that's.
You get a
South
South Shore
Shore.
map.
That's the
You need a
Cape.
South Shore
That's the
map.
Cape,
South
dude.
Shore. No, it's
That's
not.
Weymouth's Cape Cod. They
Please.
can't afford the real Cape.
That was at Disneyland growing up. Curlew Pond.
Plymouth is South
By
Shore.
the way, shout out to the Birches.
All right, here we go.
Oh, damn.
By the way, I'm getting all these from weird and funny facts about the South Shore, so Plymouth is very much South Shore.
Yeah, but that's.
This
A guy from Weymouth writes that. Don't
This-
trust that site.
This legendary greasy spoon, named after a husband and wife who were billed as a couple of good eggs, ruled the breakfast scene in Marshfield down in the Brant Rock Hood
Quincy.
for years. Yep,
What is Victory Point Marina Bay?
incorrect.
Now you're just name checking bars you work at.
Yeah, I bartend. I'll be slinging the 6.
Husband and wife in this legendary joint, who were billed as a couple of good eggs, ruled the breakfast scene in Marshfield down in the Brant Rock Hood for years, featuring cartoons of the owners all over the wall. This Massachusetts landmark claims such famous regulars as Aerosmith, members of the Celtics ranging from Larry Bird to Kevin McHale.
Braintree.
Yes,
Strawberry Hill or Strawberry Farm?
that's incorrect.
Damn it.
What else? Weymouth. Yes. Lifeline. Matt.
Oh, you can use me.
Oh.
Somebody use it. Jerry Thornton.
No one ever said. You use it, Jerry. No one ever said you
This is
couldn't.
Weymouth Wharf area here.
Wow.
That's pretty good. All right, I'll give you a hint.
Fighting with no rules. That's very Weymouth.
Brooksy, I'm going to give you
it's
that.
it's
and
a
I'll also give
husband-
you $2 to
it's
go
a
ahead and take the
husband-
tea home.
It's a husband and wife name. The husband's name is also what you could call someone who writes books, and the wife's name is an androgynous character from Saturday Night Live. Someone who writes books, you could call him the man's name, and the wife's name is an androgynous character
Arthur
from
and
Saturday Night
Pat.
Live. What?
Arthur and Pat.
You're not supposed to say
I
it.
didn't say
I said it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't say
but you're
anything.
eliminated.
I said it.
I'm
Arthur and Pat's.
And we got a
We
winner.
have a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, classic.
Weymouth.
Now,
The only way Weymouth can win.
Now here's something interesting. Brooksy, you start. It was 2-0, and you came from behind
Famous for it.
in Weymouth
28-3, baby.
and
dropped the
won
soap.
the game 3-2. What an incredible Southie smackdown, Nick. Braintree losing by 1, Quincy losing by 1. Jeff Sullivan from Quincy. Any parting words in your humiliating defeat?
Yeah, no, I want to hand it to Brooksy. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed helping you with Arthur and Pat, and that's all. I'm just looking forward to doing the weather.
All right.
Weymouth basically only subsists off Quincy's handouts. Let's be honest.
Nick from Braintree.
Yep.
Any parting words in your defeat?
I woke up today and I was just glad I wasn't from Holbrook.
And finally, our winner of the South Shore Smackdown, Mike Brooksy Brooks from Weymouth. Now, Mike, you have to face off against the winner of our North Shore Smackdown, which we will have in the coming weeks, coming days. Are you ready for the challenge?
I'm sure she drives a truck.
Oh,
Butthole City.
Wow. And any parting words of your victory lap here?
God bless Weymouth. Thanks everybody that came together for the tragedy that happened over the weekend.
Absolutely.
And once
August
again,
9th.
Yep, August 9th, 7:30 p.m. at the Weymouth Elks. Tickets will be on sale within coming days. We'll post a link. Maddie and I will be performing. Haven't the people of Weymouth suffered enough? We'll have some great comedians on there. Greg Murphy, Jerry Thornton, looking to round out the bill pretty
Love it.
soon. It's going to be an
Lenny
awesome
said he could
fundraiser.
potentially make it.
Hopefully Lenny's going to be there, Maddie, which will be awesome. So
And
it's
it's
going to be a
giant
great
dong.
night. And yes, and also
Shout out to my friends from Weymouth, Babs, Chad, Andy, Rocket Science, the greatest band of all time from Weymouth, Mass. Weymouth wins. Weymouth wins.
Weymouth
is everything.
Weymouth is the champion. And before we go, how about a quick check of the weather one more time? Sponsored this hour, brought to you by Weatherman Jeff, a.k.a. the old South Shore runner-up.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is Weatherman Jeff, checking in live from WAAF here in beautiful Brighton. This is sponsored by Renai Tankless Water Heaters. Meet the all-new Renai Sensei Tankless Water Heater, offering an endless supply of hot water, significant energy savings, and a Wi-Fi monitor. Visit tanklessismore.com to see why tankless is more.
Wow, aggressive.
Cool and clear, 54 tonight. Tomorrow, my man.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's gonna be 83 and absolutely stunning.
And a giant dong.
Sorry, Weymouth, I forgot John Town. Shout out John Town.
DJ Nebula's from Weymouth too.
All right. Don't know who
These
that
are
is,
all
but I
fake.
like it.
These are all fake people.
Two presidents.
Balls to the chest, not that big a deal after all. 11 has a wiener. Yeah, no blank word.
Oh!
Is that a Nick
Oh!
B. Baloney's one of the greatest things on planet Earth. And this state should be called Pussachusetts.